Hi, I'm Sayojita. Welcome to my channel where I'll show you simple and efficient ways to make a wide variety of Indian dishes. Like today's dish, the ever popular Palak Paneer. This recipe is a breeze. I like to keep the seasoning to a minimum and allow the spinach and paneer to be the heroes of the dish. I'm using raw spinach today. With this method, you can choose the texture of the spinach gravy, smooth or grainy. You can also use frozen spinach. I have demonstrated an easier version of Palak Paneer in a companion video, Vegan Palak Paneer. It uses homemade spinach paste. Check out the link in the description box. Okay then, let's get started. I'm going to use a food processor to chop the leaves. You can also chop them coarsely by hand and process the gravy at a later stage. Remove any unprocessed coarse stems. I'm making this dish with a grainy texture. For a smooth texture, grind the leaves with some water to make a paste, or you can process the cooked spinach later. The same process can be used for frozen spinach. I'm going to start by roasting 1 tablespoon of besan in ghee for later use. You can do this step earlier in the day and can also dry roast the besan in a microwave or on the stove. The use of roasted besan is optional. I use it as a binder to prevent the coarse greens and the liquid from separating. With that out of the way, we can get on with the dish. There's no need to clean the kadhai. I'm using homemade butter. Adding the ghee or a little bit of oil prevents the butter from burning. 400 grams of diced paneer. Good quality paneer is soft and must readily crumble when pressed. Add a little salt. Turmeric is optional. I'm partial to it, so here goes. Saute the paneer for a minute or two and transfer it to another bowl. As you can see, it has caught at the bottom of the pan. It's not much, so I can use the kadhai without washing. Now to cook the palak. The butter and ghee combination again. I've kept the flame very low to prevent the stuck-on paneer from burning. Fry the garlic until it is cooked and golden. We are starting with raw spinach. Therefore, this method will take longer than the one using homemade spinach paste. Add salt and cumin powder. Add the spinach and increase the flame to medium. Remove any remaining coarse stems. The spinach has to cook completely. Cover it from time to time to allow it to cook in its own steam. This is the longest step in this recipe. The palak has released a fair amount of water. This time I'm going to increase the heat and cover it. I do not want too much liquid left in there. We still have to add milk. The spinach is quite soft now. If you have not already processed the raw spinach to the desired consistency, this is a good time to mash it with a ladle or hand blender for a grainy gravy. A ladle is sufficient for me. I will let you know the right time to process the cooked spinach for a smooth gravy. Now we can add the roasted besan. It may not be needed if you are using thick cream in the gravy. I am going to use milk, which has even more liquid, and I don't want the gravy to separate. If you want a smooth gravy, you can process the spinach in a mixer with cold milk at this time. Cream makes the gravy richer, but in my opinion, it's not necessary. Milk works quite well. We do need one of the two to neutralize the bitter taste of the spinach. The garam masala. The spinach gravy is nice and homogeneous now. We can add the sauteed paneer. Some more milk is needed for the right consistency. Bring to a boil and simmer covered for 1 to 2 minutes to allow the flavors to seep into the paneer. If there is excess liquid, simmer uncovered on medium heat to allow it to evaporate. And that's it. I've turned off the gas. Palak paneer is ready. I'm going to show you how the texture of the paneer should be. Soft and should crumble easily on pressing. Under no circumstances should it be hard or chewy. I'm transferring my palak paneer to a serving bowl now. This optional next step must be done just before serving. It is mainly a garnish for special occasions. Fry 1/4 cup of finely chopped onion and 2 to 3 dry red chilies in butter, ghee or oil. Pour it on the gravy when the onion is golden and soft and the chilies are crisp. I'm serving a simple meal of palak paneer, dal tadka and naan, all homemade. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If so, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Do let me know in the comments section below how your experience with making palak paneer was. Any other feedback is welcome too. Thank you for watching.